Let's see. I think I'm live, or I might not be. I have no idea at this point. Let's see. Check here. Either I'm live. Oh, I think I'm live. All right, cool. I'm live, but nobody's here right now. So, okay. Hey, Marcus C. Thanks for showing up because I had no idea what I was gonna talk to myself about for the next 2 hours. Um, so it looks like it's just me and you tonight, Marcus Yee. So your audio is good so far. Yes. I went back to OBS. So I feel like I gotta scoot my chair over. Which way? This way? I think so. There we go. So now I'm more in the middle. All right, cool. Audio is good so far. That's what I like to hear. Um, we'll start off by saying, yeah, Tommy no longer with us. Jason David Frank, Green Ranger, and the White Ranger of the Power Rangers. Um, apparently it was suicide. That sucks. Mental health issues are a serious thing, so be sure to get checked if you are feeling suicidal. We'll start off the show with that. Tommy was probably one of the cooler of the Power Rangers, so yeah, he's gonna be missed a lot by people. I know he was doing a lot of the Comic Con stuff with a lot of people, and so I'm pretty sure that's gonna take a lot of people gonna miss him from that. But yeah, Mr. Jones, what's going on, man? Mr. Jones was the one that actually informed me of his passing last night. It's kind of crazy, man. Matt Lodge 44, what's going on, man? Mr. Jones says, yeah, affair slash divorce and suicide. Someone actually committed suicide in our little corner store for the same reason. He was from, I want to say, India, maybe? Either India or Pakistan. I'm not sure where he was from, but apparently it's very frowned upon in their culture, and he ended up killing himself because his wife left him, which sucks. To have to go out that way. Mark Z says it's really tragic, still a bit hard to process it. Yeah, and Mr. Jones sent me a video. I didn't get to watch the whole thing where that Jason David Frank had posted right before 25 minutes beforehand. Um, again, it sucks. I know he was working on a new movie about ninjas, I want to say. I kind of followed him on Instagram. He posted some cool stuff some of the times. But yeah, really tragic, unfortunate. It's unfortunate that Mr. Jones also sent me. They're selling these figures for a lot of money, trying to capitalize off of his passing, which really sucks when they do that to people. Uh, you should celebrate them when they're alive instead of just mourning them when they pass. Legends of the White Dragon. That's the one. That's what it's called. The White Dragon. Yeah, he was dragon, right? The green one was a dragon. I think the green one was a dragon. Dragon Zord. Yeah. So the White Dragon is kind of mixed them. Also, I just pulled this figure out for the photo today and realized it is yellowing like really bad. I don't know if y'all can see that. My light's not that best. And also his neck hinge is ridiculously loose, but it's all good. Doom by 9000, what's going on, man? We're just talking about the legacy of Jason David Frank and his untimely passing. But yeah, he was the Green Ranger, really dope character. But I'm not gonna lie, even when I was younger, I was like, I don't understand the flute thing. Like he was like the Pied Piper of the Power Rangers, the Power Pied Piper. But yeah, you know, that happened. A week has gone by. Have more people seen Black Panther? Can we start spoiling stuff? Let's see. Savage Saint says, "What up, everyone? Happy belated birthday, son. I'm actually going to a childhood friend's funeral tomorrow. Same unfortunate reason. Wish people would just talk to someone." Yeah, it's unfortunate. Not everybody has the willpower to open up like that. But yeah, if you're having issues, Please reach out to people. Mr. Jones says, yeah, the White Dragon started out as a fan sequel thing, but I think for legal reasons he ended up changing it to something original, though clearly it still looked like Power Rangers. Doombot 9000 says, are those Bandai or Hasbro figures? These are the Hasbro Lightning Collection. I found this one on ridiculous clearance price at Walgreens one night, and I was like, whoa. I said, say what? And they're like, yeah. So I snatched it up. Um, but yeah, I also actually liked Tommy. He was probably my favorite Power Ranger. Um, him and Zach, those two right there, were the so Zach, because he was a minority, I was like, oh sweet, they got a minority as a Power Ranger. Gotta love that. Being a minority, you know. And then Tommy came through, and I was like, oh, this dude's dope. Oh, he's kind of bad, but he wants to be good. Oh, he's like a ghetto person, trying to just break the boundaries. But yeah, he was a good character, good character. Let's see. Mark C says, Savage saying, my condolences, my dude. Hope you and your friends, loved ones are taking care of yourselves. Yeah, condolences to your friends, family, and friends as well. Mr. Jones says, I keep hearing a lot of Hasbro figures have been yellowing recently, especially Transformers and Power Rangers. You know, this figure, like this one, the white is still white, but this one is ridiculous. Like, and I don't even have this on display or anything. I actually had to pull this one out. But yeah, this one is crazy yellowing. So I did see some things. I was actually, my wife was like, "Hey, we need to figure out how to replace the lights in our bathroom, the little vent cover." And I was like, maybe I could just clean the yellowing off. And so I saw a bunch of ways to clean the yellowing off of white plastic. So I might try that with one of those. Mark Z says, I haven't seen Wakanda Forever yet. Hopefully later next week. Oh, okay. We won't ruin it then. Savage Saint says, Mark Z, thanks, brother. Mr. Jones says something about something that's in plastic they've been using. That is ridiculous, man. It sucks too because all the Power Rangers have white. But Billy's up there and he's still good. And Zach is. I don't know where I put Zach. He's somewhere up there. But so I don't know if it's just. Now that I'm thinking about it, is it his hands? So maybe they use a different plastic for the hands and feet because his hands and feet seem okay. Nope, his foot is yellow too. That's really weird. Mark C says, aren't there a lot of factors that causes yellowing, like temperature, UV light, etc.? Actually, I saw that if you mix vinegar and a little bit of salt and put that in a UV and put your white plastic into the solution. Sorry, I started choking. um, and then put that under UV light or under sun in the sunlight in about they said like a day maybe. It's supposed to take the yellowing away. So wait, is that one? Hold on, because I also looked up how to clean rust off of a tool, so I might be getting them confused. I think it's vinegar in UV light or sunlight, and that'll clean it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Don't put salt. Don't put salt in there. I'm getting that confused. don't don't come on. Oh man, Sonny. The salt ate my figure up, cause it might do that. Mr. Jones says there's this extra strength peroxide, like the stuff people use to fix yellowing, especially on old game consoles. I read about that too. They said the 3% would be fine though, but I know you can have peroxide in different potencies, I guess. But don't put salt in there. That was an error on my part. I forgot. I need to stop reading two different things at once. Is my issue. Uh, let's see. Mark C. UV light, the chemical that's mixed in with some of the plastic, etc. Matt Lodge 44 says I heard gas in a match pretty much fixes everything. That's true. It probably could. Your boy got toys. What's going on, man? Says, oh man, I'm gonna keep this guy in box. Bad head sculpt. You talking about the white one or the green one? I don't have the green head handy right now, but I mean the I'd actually never really paid attention to that head, but that's the one that comes with the White Ranger. If it doesn't help that my skin color is the same color as he is. Let's see, put my phone. There we go. Oh no. All right, this is weird. Okay, there we go. It's not focusing. Yeah, it doesn't look all too much like him. The green one was, from what I remember, was a little bit better. Oh, he's talking about my this box. Okay, my bad. I thought you were talking about the Power Ranger head. Uh, let's see. Mr. Jones says, but it will eventually yellow again. Luckily, none of mine have that issue. Yeah, talking about your screen graphic. Ian Hansen, what's going on, man? Mr. Jones says, I don't use the civilian heads. I display them as the Super Sentai versions for each series. Yeah, no, I don't really use the human heads. I think Billy's was probably the better looking of all the ones that I have. Um, Zach looks terrible. I just know that one. He looks. I don't even know if. I almost feel like when they sculpted Zach, they told somebody like, "Hey, have you ever seen Power Rangers?" And he was like, "No." He was like, "Have you ever seen a black guy with braids?" And he was like, "Yeah." All right, make that. And he just made it like off his own image. But yeah, no, that Zach head looks terrible. I know there was one Power Ranger that they actually like shipped an entirely different head if you rode into them or something like that. Oh, hey, speaking of that, I don't know what I did with it. Mezco, shout out to Mezco. They sent me a new Hawk P40 head. Some other one was messed up. This one is not. Shout out to Mezco for sending that over to me. They also sent me a return label, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to return my busted head to them. If so, I gotta find it because I don't know what I did with it. Because when it didn't work, I didn't care to pay attention to what I did with it. But it's gotta be around here somewhere. Mr. Jones says, yeah, Zach is awful. When Walter saw that, he was like, yeah, y'all could have just asked me. Dude, yeah, that was a bad head sculpt, man. Mark Z says, I really like the Billy head sculpt from the Mezco set, one of the better ones out of the five. Yeah, yeah, that one does look. That Mezco set looks nice, but ugh, I'm not that big of a Power Rangers fan to be like, yeah, I need that. Ian Hen says that was a white Dino Thunder Ranger helmet. That's what it was. Okay, I knew it was something that they swapped out because I saw a bunch of people complaining about it, and I had no idea what they were talking about. Like I saw Power Rangers up until the movie. Was it the second movie where they had the ninja suits? I saw up to the ninja suits, and that was pretty much it. And then I was like, enough of this. Let's start checking out chicks besides Kimberly, the Pink Ranger. No, I'm joking. I kind of grew out of Power Rangers at that time. I did go see Power Rangers live though. That was a cool experience. Um, it was they never removed their masks, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't the real people. Also, the fact that they were touring all over the place, I'm pretty certain it was not the actual people. Your boy got soy says for what it is, that Mezco set is priced nice. It is for was it the five figures with tons of hands and their accessories. It is a nice price for that. Mark C says that was the first movie. Okay, the '95 movie. Which one? I guess yeah, that's when they had the Ninja Zords, right? Yeah. Okay, so I saw like the season after that, and then I was kind of over Power Rangers. I think I was actually over Power Rangers because I want to say they switched the time, and I was just not able to see it. Back in the days, kids, before Netflix and streaming services and DVRs, you had to actually be there to watch the show, or have a VCR that didn't mess up on you, and you could program it. But yeah, I stopped looking at them after a while. I think my oldest looked at the, I want to say the Dino Thunder ones. He used to watch those. I gave the little flip head, the original flip head Power Ranger toys to my little one, and that fool takes them everywhere with him. So that's kind of cool. Also, he doesn't care to watch the show, but he likes taking the toys with him. So guess he's doing something right. Let's see. Oh, speaking of toys, did y'all see the Gambit in the blue and gold? Let's see if I can figure out how to get this up here. Add browser. Mark C says currently eating chicken, mac and cheese, and mashed potatoes from Boston Market. Yes, Boston Market, man, it's an amazing place. I love that place. Their mac and cheese is top notch. Their mashed potatoes are delicious. Their chicken, I get the chicken or I get the turkey, depends on how I'm feeling. But I gotta have something foul from there. But yeah, Boston Market, that's where it's at. Let's see. Hasbro Pulse. Your boy got soy says I was convinced Power Rangers episodes were 5 minutes long because they felt so short. They did, didn't they? All right, I'm not tripping. Okay, those did feel short. All right, let's see. How do I interact with this? Interact. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, not that. That was dumb. Let's see. Sorry, we got some guest dogs over here and there. Bark at everything. Ian Henson says I'll probably get hate if I say I don't like the look on Gambit. Yeah, you will. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I like Gambit as a character. I met two potential Gambits. I met one Gambit, Taylor Kitsch. I forgot his last name. I don't know how to say his last name. Gambit from the terrible X-Men movie. I met him. And then my interaction with Channing Tatum, who is still trying to become Gambit. All right, let's see. Brands. There we go. Marvel. Marvel Legends series. What did I just click? There we go. I wanted that villain set. That's also there. So I'm trying to use this browser on here, and it is terrible. Mr. Jones says, I don't like how Gambit's head sock looks off with the blue and yellow suit. Never looked right. That's true. It never did. Yeah, I still don't understand why he wore that, or why they drew him like that. Why he wore that. Like, if he had a choice. Man, why is my browser? All I know is this OBS browser, it sucks so bad. Marcus E says, Ian Henson, you're not the only one. I'm not crazy for it either. The new team look is going to separate the X-Boys from the X-Men. There you go, exactly. Man, hold on, let me see. This browser sucks. Remove. Yes. Trying to add the browser in. I wonder why I can't. Let's see. Nope. What are my defaults? Nope. That's not what I want. Uh, okay, that's not working. One of these days, I'm gonna learn how to stream like a professional. I swear. It's still not what I'm trying to do. Oh wait, maybe I'll do this. If I screw something up, y'all let me know, cause I don't have a clue what's going on right now. Output, nope, nope, nope. Importers, nope, nope. Advanced. Stream delay network, nope. Let's see. Don't lie, it's fine. What the Gambit? I like the Gambit. Well, I like Gambit. So to me, it looks cool. I just don't the sock thing was always weird to me because it's like a ski mask, but you can clearly see his face. So like if you're gonna rob somebody with that, why? You can see your face. Like unless you have tattoos on the back of your head and your head is shaved, there's no point in having that to cover up anything. Unless it's really cold in Louisiana and he needs it to cover up his ears. I just don't understand it. We don't know how to do either. That's why we're watching you. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to make my um what is this thing called? The browser I use on here to be Chrome because the browser that's on here sucks so bad. Alright, let's just put that there. Close it. Then properties. Nope, doesn't do it either. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Transform, nope, or nope. Yeah, it's really weird. Why I can't use. Okay, let me see. Google.com. Head socks are gonna be the latest fashions. I hope they are one day. No thanks. Uh, Marvel Legends Gambit. How does that not come up? Here we go. All right, that's someone else's YouTube video. Let's see. I might if I was sitting in front of my PC. It says Ian Hansen. Here we go. All right, now let me see. Transition. There we go. That's the new Gambit. It would have been cooler if the sock was, I don't know, blue or yellow. But I guess is that that's the Vulcan body it's on, right? I didn't see the announcement. I just saw a bunch of people posting it. But I think that's the Vulcan body, if I'm not mistaken. It's pinless and it has the butterfly joints. Can y'all see that right? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. The fingers look a little weird with the cards flying out like that. Let's see. Ian Henson says, I stream sometimes, but it's hard to remember if I'm not sitting in front of my PC. That's where I am. People ask me all the time, like, oh, how do you do this? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I have to actually do it to tell you how to do it. And then they're like, oh, so you don't really know how to do it. I'm like, sure, say that. So I don't have to help you. No, but same accessories from the other Gambit 3 times. Yeah, it is. It's just, well, I was like, I guess you could see what it kind of looks like if you put it on the morph body, but he has the jacket on. But it's Gambit. I mean, if you like Gambit, go for it. Yeah, I guess it's the same as these two. I have this one right here. I guess the cards are. No, they are the same. Okay. The glove, it's a yellow hand instead of his pool cue. What is it? Billiards glove. So it's a little bit different right there. Your boy got sources. I think he looks dope. Some people kind of wanted a green coat, but I need that articulation. Yeah, it'd be nice to actually have Gambit with nice articulation. You could also go get a cloth goods coat for him later on. Oh, I guess you get a cloth goods coat for this, the other versions as well. Ian Henson says, yeah, OBS is kind of complicated to explain to people if you're not seeing it from it to show people. No, OBS is very complicated. Like when I first got it, I was like, oh man, it's so cool. I can customize everything. And then I was like, oh man, it's so complicated. I don't know how to do anything. But I mean, I do like it better than StreamYard because of the fact that it doesn't have a little duck in the corner, and I can put my own borders. But yeah, it is more difficult. Okay, so we'll take off Gambit. Oh, let's see. Remove Gambit, and there we go. Cool. So yeah, that is kind of cool. I like that Gambit. Yeah, he looks cool. It's gonna go good with the whole team once they release all of them. Someone had posted that it's gonna be a 3 pack. So it'll be is it Gambit, Storm, and Banshee? I can't remember the three. But I heard there would be two different 3 packs, and then Wolverine was released on his own. Marcus G says, "Yeah, we don't like the duck." Yeah, no, the duck causes too many issues. Articulated Heroes, what's going on? Says, "Sup? I'd rather this than the plastic coat with the single jointed arms." Yeah, that's what we were talking about. It'd be cool to have them finally articulated, and you can actually have like true card throwing hands. I know whenever I throw cards, I swing my arm all the way back to get a full fan of cards going. Matt Lodge 44 says, "I'm a sucker for the blue and gold uniforms. Probably gonna hunt that down." That's what I'm saying. I think it's supposed to be a 3 pack though, so I'm not even sure where they would be selling that at. So it might be a Pulse exclusive, maybe. But because they showed off Storm. God, who else did they show? Like someone had leaked it, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that, just in case Hasbro wants me to show one and to the world and display one. No, no, I did see it though. We've never gotten a full team this quick either. Yeah, it started with that Wolverine, and God, where is it at? Let me see. Marvel Legends, Blue and Gold team. No, these are all the customs. Oh, Forge. Forge is supposed to, but Forge was already, I thought, blue and gold, wasn't it? I'm not tripping. I thought Forge already had that costume. Oh, Jubilee, I think, was the other one. Can't find them. Let me see. Did the Foosh tag them? No, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, I think Forge was one of the other ones. So I never got the other Forge. I'd see it everywhere, and I was like, I don't need him. And then I saw him on clearance, and I was like, I totally need him. And then I never found him on clearance again. So I went back to I don't need him. And now they're making the whole team blue and gold, and I'm like, oh, I kind of need him. And yeah, I can't find where I saw it, but either way, it'd be cool to have a full team. Uh, I'm gonna put Sentry with him since he's also in blue and gold. And people were like, he's not part of the team. I'm like, here's a flaming skull and a gun. He's totally part of the team. By the way, I love that they put trigger fingers with this figure. I don't even know where his other head is. Was here a minute ago. I was playing with it, but it's not now. It's Forge, Jubilee, Storm, and Banshee Gambit. Psylocke. That's the other one. Psylocke. I always wanted that Psylocke in their blue suit, but I don't pay that price. But yeah, that's what it is. So two 3 packs. Um, how y'all like those packs that they're doing now? Marvel Legends likes to do packs now, cause it's the 3 pack Spider-Man, the Daredevil, Bullseye, and Elektra, which E Rivera already has, and he posted those. And then they got the 5 pack Spider-Man villains, and then the 5 pack X-Men villains. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about those. Well, also the Venom 3 pack as well. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the packages. Because then you have to buy them all. If you don't want them all, then you got to try to figure out if you want to sell them. And then you sell them. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're a scalper." I'm like, I just didn't want this figure. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know about those packs. If I was on YouTube, I'd have been put a poll, but I don't know how to do that. 3 pack seems alright so far. The 5 packs are random. Oh wait, I think I know how to do it. Let's see. Can I do a poll here? Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Nope, that's not what I want to do either. Okay, I can't do a poll. Yeah, I don't know about those though. MadLodge44 says, I'm kind of wondering, with all the full teams finally coming, you think this may be someone's way of getting things out before the line goes away? I don't think the line will go away. I think um, even though people complain about it, I don't think the line is going to go away. People just like to complain right now and be real negative, and 'cause that's what's popular. It's a cool thing to do. Um, yeah, I don't think it's gonna go away. I don't think that it'll go away though. I think what they're doing is they're trying to get stuff out there. I think we're gonna see some more duplicates coming, but I don't think they're gonna go away. Rick Jones says Forge is a boring character. I don't like packs. I like to cherry pick. Savage Saint says I might have an extra 90 Psylocke I can send with Serpentor. Ooh, that'd be dope. Mr. Jones says don't get any of the new stuff and review it, or Elite Legend will call you a shill in his next video. I have no idea who Elite Legend is, but if he calls me out, dope. I love to respond to people that call me out. By the way, if anybody is watching now thinking that I was calling anybody out for the whole shield thing in my last video, I wasn't. Everybody's calling everybody a shield at this point. Um, even people like in the Facebook groups, you can, like I said, you could post a figure and they'll be like, "Oh, you're shilling for the company." I'm like, "Man, this came out last year. Like, how am I shilling this one?" But yeah, that was just a little fun, little tease at all the reviewers out there, or all the figure collectors out there. The guy on the couch, what's going on, man? Says I want that Electra with the big hair. That big hair looks crazy. Who was the last one that had big hair like that? Actually, I didn't even want that animated Storm because of her hair. That Electra's hair looks, it's a bit ridiculous. Madlodge44 says I don't want it gone, but things have changed. Toys ain't the same money makers they used to be, and costs are going up. Yeah, no, the costs are going up. Hasbro stock has been going down. I'm aware of that because like I said, I invested in them. So, if anybody's gonna shield, it should be me because I'm like, hey, I need my stock to go up. But yeah, no, Hasbro stock has gone down, but they're supposed to get a new CEO, I think. I think one of the guys stepped down, if I'm not mistaken. So, who knows? Might change. Mr. Jones says he's been making a bunch of vids seemingly targeting Dan Hoot and E. Rivera. I think you should call out names. I think if he's doing that, he should call out names. Don't be scared. You're on the internet. No one's gonna find you. Well, people can find you, but still, don't be scared. Say a name. Let's see. 90s Polar. Oh, yeah, she had big hair. I saw that pack with her and is it Havoc that's in that pack? I think it was her. Polaris and Havoc, maybe the 2 pack. I saw him one day and I was like, I didn't get it. It was at GameStop and for some reason it was like $5 more than it should have been. And I was like, shouldn't this be clearance by now? MadLogic44 says, I could see Hasbro slowing down all 6-inch lines. I think G.I. Joe will still go strong no matter what, since it's their own line. And someone posted they're supposed to have, they have like, I think they have like 200 characters in progress, I guess. So I don't think the 6-inch line, I don't think G.I. Joe will slow down. Maybe Hasbro, with Marvel Legends, which would be okay. I'd be okay with that. Um, but yeah, nah, the G.I. Joe line I don't think will slow down. They need to slow down with the Star Wars Black series or make them better. But that's just my opinion. Mark C says, imagine Hasbro bringing back the 3.75 Marvel Universe line, but with better articulation. They had good articulation for that size. My little kid got some of those, and they're pretty cool. He has Jane Foster, Machine Man, I think, War Machine, Yondu. He has the Yondu, the blue one with the mohawk. But yeah, they're nice. They're nice figures. Actually, now that I think about it, I have Sentry. I think. I think I have Sentry. My sister one time bought me some, and I was like, these are little. Like these aren't the ones. But hey, that's all right. I'm good. Oh, Lou, what's going on, man? Says let he without Joe's cast the first stone. Schiller. Mr. Jones says, oh, he says Dan's name. Even plays Dan's theme music and talks with a fake accent. Oh man. Elite collector, huh? I'm gonna change my name to Great Commenter. Elite collector. That's hilarious. I need to go check out his videos now that you said that. Rick Jones says Marvel Legends needs to pump out the A-list characters every year like McFarlane puts out Batman's. Dude, I'd be okay with them having like just random like those like the bizarre characters, just all random Spider-Mans, like Space Spider-Man and like the 90s where they did those toys, they just did whatever they felt like. Like I don't care at the beach Spider-Man. I'd be cool with those. They did the at the beach the Batman was the retro line. McFarlane did those with the swimming trunks. I didn't buy them because I thought they were dumb. But if they did Spider-Man, I'd be like, that's an amazing idea, Hasbro. Bravo to y'all. Bravo. Mark Z says, I've heard some concerns about the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection, like, I know everybody attacks the Marvel Legends group. They're like, oh, it's just a lazy repaint. Power Rangers are literally repainted. Like, almost, like, the head's different, but the bodies are all the same. So, I don't get the hate. But Rick Jones says, I just can't keep up with all the cool Spider Man figures right now. Yeah, they did unleash a lot of Spider Man onto the world, and we thank them for that. But yeah, those are them Spider-Man figures are on point. I'll be honest. I mean, not that I have to lie about that. Everybody who's had it in their hand can say the same thing. MCU needs better films so the figures sell better. I think the film needs to come out and then the figures. They keep giving the figures out first and then the movie comes out. By the time the want for the figures dies down, then the movie comes out, I don't think it makes people rush to go get the figures. I think they should bring out the movie, assuming it's a good movie. You got to point on that one. If it's a good movie and then drop the figures like a week or two later, although, Target's still going to screw that up and put everything out early, or the UK, they'll put it out early. But I think that would be a better mix. Because then you go watch the movie, like, oh man, I need that figure. But if the figure's already out, you've seen them on the shelf, and you pass them up, and then you see the movie, I don't think that's really going to get you to go back and pick up that figure. Maybe if you're like, oh, you know what? I need some Royal Dance cookies for the Christmas party at work. And you happen to see it, maybe you'll want to pick it up again after you've seen the movie. But I think it should come out after the movie. Your boy got to a Surfer Batman and Surfer Joker. Exactly. Articulate Hero says, are you getting the Proton Cannon Iron Man? Just got it today and it's such a great figure. No, I passed on that one. I don't know. I feel like I got enough Iron Man figures. Although that new one, which one, the extremist one, that one looks cool. Um, but yeah, no, I didn't get that one. Although I do like that mulleted head sculpt on it. That is a cool head sculpt on it. And everybody says that that's probably the best Iron Man figure out right now from the Marvel Legends line. But yeah, I don't know. I probably still gonna pass up that one even if I see it. Although I do like that cannon. It's the one from Marvel vs. Capcom. I think that's one right, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna bypass that one. But if someone's selling the head for cheap, I'll probably be like, yeah, let me get that molted head, cause it looks like Freddie Prinze Sr. Now I like that dude. Mark Z says I forgot to mention I finally got the Mafex Black Suit Spider-Man and I like it. I also pre-ordered the SHF Ultraman figure I've been wanting. Nice, congratulations on that one. That Black Suit Spider-Man looks cool, but yeah, I don't know that I need another Black Suit Spider-Man as well that for from the Mafex line. Um, I think I'm good with the ones that I have from Hasbro. Rick Jones says I'm Iron Man'd out right now. It looks good though. It does. It does look good. And like I said, I like that head sculpt because it looks like it looks very Mexican. I'm just gonna say that. It looks very Mexican. It looks like it could have been my uncle at one point. And I'll be like, oh man, that's dope. My uncle's Iron Man. But yeah, no, I'll probably pass that one. Your boy got soy says I got the Canon Iron Man only to find out the effects don't work for the modular. Oh, that sucks, dude. Mr. Jones says I got Gargoyles Hudson. I went to Walmart the other day. I passed through the little NECA section, and they still had Goliath out there. It's like, dang, still got Goliath. Rick Jones says I'm happy to be getting the Mythic Legions I've been waiting years for. I am still waiting for Mythic Legions. I have no idea. I don't even remember what I ordered. To be honest with you, it's just I think it was Sorceress. I'm not sure. When it comes in, I'll be very surprised. Mr. Jones says, when I was a kid, I thought Iron Man Tony Stark was Mexican. Because he had a drinking problem? That's hilarious, dude. Uh, I like that you didn't say that. I'm just going to include that in there. Your boy Guys Toys says, Oaxaca forever. I don't know what that is, man. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means. I don't even know if I said that right. Rick Jones says, I thought Tony Stark might be Italian. I thought yeah, Italian was, well, the last name Stark. I was like, that sounds like a white guy. But he could have been Italian. I could see that. I wanted him to be Mexican. He wasn't. Just 'cause I was like, oh man, a rich Mexican. But he wasn't. Or like, oh hey man, a rich Mexican who's not a drug dealer. Or an actor in the novelas. Ian Henson says, I have the Proton Cannon modular Iron Man coming along with, as of this morning, the Zap Dragon Zord. Man, you know what? I guess that would be cool if they did a HasLab of the Dragon Zord. All right, your boy Guy's Toy says it's pronounced Oaxaca, you gringo. My bad, dude. That's why I was like, yeah, I don't know, say that. Now, dude, I suck at saying like those Mayan or Aztec names. I've learned that. Like, I have no idea how to say those names. I don't have any of my cousins named any of those types of names. Miss Jones says, "Where I grew up, you were either black, white, Mexican, or Asian, and the way they drew him back then, he looked like some of my dad's friends." That's what I'm saying. He looks like he could have been related to me at some point, especially with the mullets. Uh, I had some cousins who were in a Tejano band, and they all had mullets back in the day. And they were like, "Yeah, man, you should get this too." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm alright. I don't want that. I don't want to do that." Although now some of the black folks up in Dallas have mullets, but they call it a shag, so it's kind of looks like a mullet still. Not gonna lie. If you don't know what I'm talking about with a shag, type in hairstyle shag, and you'll be like, "That's it's a knockoff mullet." It's like if you got your mullet from AliExpress or Wish. It's like it's not fully there, but you kind of tell what it is. But yeah, now maybe when they reboot Tony Stark, he will be Mexican, and then they can explain the drinking problem at that point. But let's see what else came out. Came out. Oh, Is it the Guardians of the Galaxy? I think that starts this coming Friday. I think. Let's double check. The Christmas special, Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Yeah, the 25th. So that'll come out on 25th. That'll be kind of cool. Then we could talk about that on the 27th. Mr. Jones says, Shags and DuckTales, please tell me those aren't coming back in style. Dude, the Shags still it thrives in the Dallas area. If Plastic Blurred was here, he could confirm that for us. But yeah, the Shag's still alive and well in Dallas. I don't know why, but it is. It's very just no, I'm just, it's I mean it's a weird haircut. I don't know what kind of rap you are familiar with, but Big, no, Tum Tum from Dirty South Riders' son Caprice Music, he's still rocking that shag. Mark Z, the emphasis in on the U in Guardians. Oh, there you go. Matt Lodge 44 says, I vouch, saw it in Houston and Dallas. Oh man, it spread down to Houston. See, we don't have that here in Austin. We have man buns, unfortunately. Mr. Jones says Dallas. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's why I still see it when the times I've been to Dallas, it's still really prevalent there. Your boy got story says haircuts are all curly fries and ducktails these days. My little bro is Gen Z. Yeah, I know, man. It's like even when they get a bald fade, they're like bald fade, but shag on top. I'm like, man, how you get it? And then they have like a bald fade, and they even bald fades into the back for the shag. It's kind of weird. But I don't think DuckTales are coming back. Now I will admit to y'all, because there's only like four of y'all here. I had a DuckTale growing up. There's no denying it. If I ever become famous, that information will get leaked to TMZ. I did have a DuckTale. I'm not afraid to admit that I had it all the way through high school because when I was in pre-K, I promised that I would not cut it until I graduated. And 2 days after graduation, it came right off my head. But yeah, people are like, "Oh, you had a tail from pre-K to high school to graduation." I said, "Yeah, I'm a man about my word. I kept my word from pre-K all the way through. Could have cut it plenty of times, but nah, I kept it." Did you have a rat tail? It grew into the rat tail, man. And since I get a ball, I don't get one no more, but I used to get a ball fade. It was a ball fade with the little rat tail right there. And of course, being Hispanic, everybody called it little colita, which was really bizarre because that also the slang could be your butt. It could mean your butt, so it was weird to have people be like, "Oh yeah, they probably play with your little colita, right?" I'm like, "No, God, stop saying it like that. You're making it sound like molestation." Uh, your boy got story says, as long as you're being trained in the Jedi arts, it's all good. Oh, I wasn't, unfortunately. I was just keeping a promise that a little 5-year-old made for some odd reason. Sorry, I was wondering. Saw something here on my table. I thought my kid maybe put a tooth that fell out on my table. It wasn't a tooth. So that's good. Ian Answer says, so you're trying to be a. I'm gonna ruin this one. Padawan. I don't know how to say that. That's just like if I was trying to say Huahaka. Mullet Station. Dang it. Oh man, I just got that one. Mullet Station. They were playing with well no, like people like I say people, I shouldn't say people, like girls would play with it all the time. Like if they sat behind me, they'd be playing with it. And so I had no idea what split ends were until I started growing my rat tail. And then girls would play with it and give me split ends. And I was like, what? They're like, "Oh, you need to use better shampoo." I was like, "Incorrect. I just need to let it be dead on the back of my head, and as long as I don't cut it all the way off, I'm still keeping my word. I never said I would take care of it. All I said was I will keep it until I graduate high school. I kept my word on that. That way, I could lie about everything else in life. And they'd be like, "No, I believe him. He had this rat tail since he was in pre-K. So if he says that he's a millionaire, I believe him then." Mr. Jones says, "Wish a girl was playing with mine back then with your colita." Still doesn't sound right. Like even as I'm trying to make it a joke, it still sounds terrible. The mullet station, dude. If I ever owned a hair salon, I'd call it the mullet station. And then I'd put in there the slogan would be um come in for a touch up. Mullet station. And then I have to give Marcus Yee like some residuals for the name. Dang it. I should have never announced my plans on live stream. What else? What else? What else? Let's see. Oh, y'all see Chris Hemsworth is might have Alzheimer's, or he's susceptible to Alzheimer's, so he may not be playing Thor for very long. I was like, man, that sucks. God dang, you know what? When you take the little neck piece off of Namor, he got a long neck. Like that neck looks too long. Mark Z says, I genuinely thought that's what you said earlier. I was confused. You know, when people were playing with my colita, I was also confused. Mr. Jones says, somewhere there exist glamour shots of Sunford Castile with the rat tail. Dude, I never got photos done at the mall or anything like that. Like, I wasn't gangster enough to get my photos taken in with that glossy filter or whatever they used. I just wasn't a thug enough, and so I never got those photos done. Mark G says, "Yeah, that's real unfortunate. Yeah, it sucks, man. Sucks to find. Oh, well, I don't know. What's worse, like to find out that you may get that later in life, or just to get it later in life? Because, like, truthfully, you find out about it, and then when you get it, you're gonna forget that you found out about it. So it's like you're gonna enjoy life up until a point where you can't remember it anymore. Well, I guess you're making memories with the people around you. So I guess that's the part of it. Rick Jones says giraffe Aquaman. He's like a seahorse at this point. Ian Henson says I think he was hiding a long neck in the movie. Marcus says both are. I think so at least. Yeah, I think it. I guess it would be best to know that way. Like I said, you can create those memories with the people that are around you, even though you may not remember them. So I guess that would be the better one of them. You know what? Mofex needs to make a name more. That way he can have some waist articulation. Even though I've admitted on Instagram, us Mexicans we don't twist at the waist. We don't have no waist swivel naturally. But I think it will do the figure pretty good. Mr. Jones says my wife will probably end up with dementia. Man, I know a lot of people that I guess they've gotten tested and they found out that they could end up with dementia at a older age. Miss Jones says me if I don't have it already, probably diabetes or some sort of cancer. I actually grew up by a power plant, so it's highly likely that there's something wrong with me, or there will be in the future. A lot of people in my neighborhood would get sick. Thankfully, cancer is curable for a lot of people now. But yeah, it sucks because I guess it's kind of like the Chris Hemsworth thing. Like you kind of already know that it may be a possibility, so you got to kind of prepare for it. But yeah, that sucks though, man. Uh, Actually, a doctor one time told me that I should have diabetes. They were like, if you were fatter, you'd probably have diabetes. I'm like, that's a very unprofessional thing to say, doctor. I didn't even ask you about that. I was like, I came in because my leg was hurting. Miss Jones says her grandma has dementia. It's so weird and sad at the same time being around her. That's what I've heard. I've never been around anybody with dementia. My grandpa, right before he passed, he was not fully aware of everyone that was around him, but the people that visited him the most, he was able to identify and knew exactly who they were. So it was kind of weird because people were saying they're like, oh, he slipped into dementia. He doesn't remember anybody. And then I walked in, he was like, Sonny. Well, not not as excited like that 'cause he was in the hospital bed, but he knew exactly who I was, and he knew who my dad was. He knew who a few of my cousins were. I don't know if I mentioned it. On his side alone, I have over 85 first cousins on my dad's side, so it's kind of hard for him to remember everyone anyway, in the first place. But as he was about to pass away, he forgot a ton of people. Miss Jones says high blood pressure is what I have. When the dentist asked me about it, I was like, I have 3 kids. You would too if you had 3 kids. Wait, why is the dentist asking you about high blood pressure? My dentist is just like, do you have insurance? I'm like, yeah, all right. Take your teeth out now. But yeah, no, I've never been around anybody with dementia. Olu says my neighbor had dementia. She was sweet, but had me constantly looking over my shoulder. Dang. I have heard that dementia can be different, like in different capacities, I guess. So that's kind of scary though. Your boy got sources. I'm glad Chris is bringing more attention to it. My grandpa hasn't, and even MJ Fox couldn't beat it. Yeah, I know. That's what's wild about it. Chalor, what's going on, man? Says, hey, I've had a cloudy urine for about a year now, and apparently that's no good. That is not good, dude. So best case scenario, a urinary tract infection. In worst case, it's prostate cancer. Dang it, man. But no burning when I pee or any symptoms. You should still go get that checked, man. Mr. Jones says the real reason is because the dental assistants are all hot, so they make me nervous. Oh man, they check blood pressure before administering anesthesia. Okay, I've never had anesthesia. I'm like, nope, keep me awake as you pull my teeth out my face. And they're like, you sure we can do some anesthesia? And I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to pay that cost. How much is it? Because I want to have my wisdom teeth taken out. I stayed awake. I didn't have no insurance, so the dentist was all like, look, man, I can pull them out for you. You'll be awake. It's gonna hurt. $700. I was like, man, let's do that. $700. Let's do it. Cause then he was like, anesthesia would cost like $2,800 or something. I was like, nah, man, let's not do that one at all. I was like, let's just stay awake for it. It was a very interesting experience to hear bones cracking inside of my head. That's something you can't really just forget. Like some people are like, oh, I broke a bone, I broke my arm, I could hear it crack. If you hear the cracking of your teeth inside your head, it's a whole different thing. Although I never heard my arm break. I didn't even hear my pinky break. I hurt my pinky. 4 weeks later, I went to go get it checked out. They're like, yeah, it's broken. Well, I just got to try this. Marcus E says TMI. Marcus E, if you don't speak about it, you may never get it fixed. But yeah, no, I've never had anesthesia. Every time I go get my blood pressure checked, they're like, man, you must be a really calm dude. And I was like, man, that's right. I'm very calm. You should see me in traffic. Ms. Jones says, yeah, we don't have insurance, but they have a payment plan that offers a discount. So while still expensive, it's less than if we didn't sign up for the plan. Yeah, no, anesthesia expensive, man. I couldn't do it. I was like, nope, I barely got this $700. So let's do this. My dentist was cool though, cause then sometimes, you know what? I don't want to say his name because I don't know how he did it, but he'd be giving me free teeth cleaning all the time. I don't know who he was charging. So it's he's a good dentist. He's a good dentist. You know what I'm saying? Your boy got source says found out I'm resistant to local anesthetic at my vasectomy. True story. Dang it. That's a hardcore story right there, dude. Dang, that would suck to be that's how you figure that out. Like, can you feel that? No. Ow. Yes. So what did they do? They just kept going? I don't know how vasectomies work either. I didn't go to doctor school. But I'd imagine they just kept going, right? Mr. Jones says I have to go on Friday to get my cap replaced. Oh, that's on the thing. I've had feelings. I haven't had caps. I've had feelings. I actually had a dentist tell me one time, he was like, if you don't keep up with your teeth and blah blah, he goes, they're gonna have to give you false teeth. Would you want false teeth? And I was like, you mean like gold teeth? And he was like, get out of my office. Get out of my office. And I had to get out of his office, and then I went to the other dentist who hooked me up all the time. He did actually say, I was like, man, I go, if my teeth fall out and you have to put fake teeth, you can put gold teeth in. And he was all like, dude, you could barely afford to get your wisdom teeth replaced. He goes, you want gold teeth? And I was like, ah, man, you got a point. So he called me out on that. But I was, wait, your boys got choices. I said, stop. And they stuck me again. Dang it, man. Yeah, Savage saying he got a point. You were a warrior. Mr. Jones says, well, your teeth can actually kill you if you don't take care of them. I did hear that. Me and my wife were actually talking about that the other day. I don't know why, but we were talking about that. But yeah, if you get infections up inside your gum line, yeah, I heard they can kill you. That's crazy too, though. So I'm like, dang, you need your teeth, but they can also kill you. It's like everything in your body can accidentally kill you. Like people have heart attacks from having a good time. It's like, dang, you died having a good time. Mark C said, the recap will be awesome on here. I'll be like, we talked about your boys got toys, vasectomy. We talked about Chowder's Cloudy P. Uh, yeah, this is gonna be one amazing recap. I just like that whoever watches this on the replay crew, shout out to Nasser, always on the replay crew. Uh, he's gonna be like, wow, I'm okay with not seeing this one live. No, but get checked. Always get checked is what I say. I say that I ain't been to a doctor in a long time. I should probably go. I'll tell you what, next time I go get a physical, live stream for the members on the channel. I'm just kidding. I don't think they allow that. Miss Jones says all those nerves. Dude, not that says my teeth are all janked. I know they'll be my end someday. Dang it. Oh man. You know what sucks? Like when my wisdom teeth were coming in, they were coming in impacted, which means instead of going up like this, they were going out like this from the back of my head, and they pushed my front teeth together, and then they made my teeth overlap each other, so one of them went behind, like it's kind of hidden, and I was like, dang it, now I gotta get that fixed, and it's been 11, no, 12 years, no, 13 years since I ain't got it fixed, so it's probably not gonna happen. Probably just gonna stick around with that tooth behind me, behind the other ones. Mr. Jones says I haven't seen a doctor in probably 20 years. I saw a doctor for my broken toe, um, and then my leg turned purple one day, so I went. They said I had they possibly had a fractured. Is it fractured? My shin. Basically, I cracked my shin. Um, and then one time when I got strep throat. So I haven't been to the doctor for like a physical, like I'm supposed to be going all the time. Where they're like, turn your head and cough, like do a little fake cough. I wonder if I kept doing fake coughs, it would make it weird for the doctor. Like they'd be like, turn your head and cough, like the weakest cough ever. So have me not try it again. Try a good hearty cough. Or I wonder if they're used to that, or if they're like, oh, okay, you did that, now you got to register as a sex offender. Again, this recap is gonna be amazing. Can't wait to recap this whole episode here. What else were we talking about? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, let's see, Mark Z. What about the time you stepped on that mysterious thing or got bit by a mysterious bug? Oh, great! I didn't go to the doctor for those. So I meant to, but I didn't go. I still got the scar. You can see it in my unboxing videos, but I still have the scar from whatever that mysterious thing was, right there on my finger. My foot, I'm pretty sure I damaged a nerve in it because I step on it wrong sometimes and it goes numb. But it's only in that one little spot where I punctured it. So I'm gonna pretend like I stepped on a lionfish and got poisoned because nobody can say I didn't. Mr. Jones says, "Yeah, I'm totally skipping out on the prostate checkup you do in your 40s. You're gonna skip it? That's probably the best exam you could have done. Why would you not want to do that?" No, I'm joking. No, but you should. You should get your prostate checked. Like, hey guys, welcome to the Sonny channel where we encourage people to get their prostates checked. No, a lot of people find problems that way. You don't want to die because your butthole gave out on you. Mark Z says you didn't. I didn't go to the doctor. No, I didn't go to the doctor for those. I did step on a lionfish. I'm gonna say I stepped on a lionfish. I know people are gonna be like, "There's no lionfish in there." Mr. Joseph, no, I don't want anyone touching me. Your boy got always has a point. It's not cheating if it's your doctor. Chalor says, "Hey, anyone know info on senior care places, like being their companion, cleaning them, and all that? I start a new job soon. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with old people on third shift. Aren't old people asleep at that time? Oh, I guess they'll get up like 4. They get up like 4 a.m. What time do you get off? Like 3 hours afterwards? I don't know what they do. I knew one lady who used to do that, but she used to go to the person's house and take care of them. She said it was cool. They gave her good Christmas presents. I don't know. It wasn't a senior care place. It was like at their house. I'm assuming they were rich. They could afford to pay her. Doom by 9000 says, I can't brush my teeth and not see blood. It's bad. Man, that's where I was for a little bit. My dentist told me to keep brushing, and I did, and eventually it went away. I haven't had my teeth bleed in, man, it's been a long time. See, I had my wisdom teeth taken out like 13 years ago, I think. Man, yeah, it's been a long time. Probably since like my early 20s. But yeah, just keep brushing them. I brush them hardcore though. Like they should be bleeding. As hard as I brush my teeth. Thor Gotham says 40. uh, Chandler says my dad had prostate cancer for years. I'm 42 and still haven't gotten it done. Even with my milky urine, I'm scared. I get that, man. Some people are scared to go to the doctor because they're scared of what they're gonna hear. But think about it, man. If they can help you to fix that problem now, you might as well get it done now before it's too late. Thor Gotham said 40 is the new 80. Dude, you know what? So when I was younger, I thought 30-year-old people were old. I was like, man, they've got their life together. They're about to retire in a few years. They got like 8 kids because they're 32 years old. And now I'm like, that's not the case. But as far as health concerns, that is absolutely correct. 40 is the new 80. Like 40 is the new 20 as far as what you do with your life, but as far as health is concerned, yeah, 40 is totally the new 80. Rick Jones says you guys are falling apart. Oh man, your boy's got toys says third shift. You're about to meet the angel of death. My mom was a senior care nurse. Ooh, okay. I didn't think about that. I guess you would. Dang, you would be the one to wake them up and be like, why didn't they wake up? Eesh, that sucks. Mr. Jones says, thankfully, after several $1,000s this year, my broken teeth are fixed and there's no more bleeding. That's always good. Speaking of bleeding, my kid lost a tooth. When did he lose it? Was it Sunday night? Yeah, actually, last Sunday. Last Sunday, he lost one of his teeth. And he put it under his pillow for the tooth fairy. She came through, gave him some money. He was happy. He was a little happy camper. Although he's a really crazy sleeper, and so like when he put his tooth, okay, I put him to bed. I put, I helped him. I lifted the pillow for him, and we put his tooth in a little Ziploc baggie under his pillow. Put the pillow down, and he went and shouldn't punch your kids. Um, he put his head on his pillow, and I said goodnight. I came out, I ate like cookies or something. And I went back in to get the tooth, and it was not under his pillow. I was like, dang, where's this tooth at? I couldn't find the tooth, so I couldn't leave the money. Because I'm like, what if I leave the money and then he wakes up and he's like, oh, the tooth is still here. The tooth fairy left me money still. Then I have to lie and be like, man, maybe you about to wake up and tooth fairy freaked out, left without the tooth. So instead, I was like, well, after the live stream, I'll see if it's still there. If I can find the tooth. If I can't, then we'll just have to figure something out. I go to his bedroom. I'm still looking under all his pillows. I can't find his teeth, or I can't find that tooth. And then he moves his legs, and I hear like plastic. I don't know why. For some reason, that fool's tooth went from underneath the pillow to under his calves somehow. I don't know how it happened. I'm glad he moved because it made plastic noise. I snatched the tooth and I left money. Then he gets up in the morning and he's like, "Oh, the tooth fairy didn't leave me no money." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure they left you money." He's like, "No, they didn't leave me no money." Apparently, he's crazy sleeping. He knocked the money off of his bed and it fell between the bed and the wall. I was like, "God dang!" It was the worst tooth fairy experience of my life. Uh, your boy got source says, "Yeah, you shouldn't punch your kids." That's great advice. Here at the Sonny channel, we want to make sure that you A, don't punch your kids, and B, get your prostate checked. That's gonna be my new slogan for all my videos. Let me see I'll be like, "Hey guys, what's going on? We're here to check out the new cell figure, the first form. But before we roll into that, be sure to never punch your kids and get your prostates checked." I think I'm gonna start doing that because the people that watch the review videos and don't come to the live streams, they're gonna be totally lost at what I'm talking about. Chowder says, "Oh God, I hope it's at someone's house instead of an elderly home. Just don't blame me for murder if that happens." I don't think they blame you for murder. In fact, I think a lot of people get away with murder at senior care homes, and then they find out later on, like, yeah, that person's a serial killer. They killed like 80 old people. They're like, dang, 80 old people? How could they never get caught? Well, because they were old. And they're like, oh, good point. Dubai 9000 says, in a Ziploc bag? I've been doing it wrong. No, well, I put in a Ziploc bag so I could find it easier at night. Cause think about it, if you find just that little bitty tooth, I'm never gonna find that. Especially if he moved it all the way to the bottom of his leg somehow, I would never have found that. I would have woke up and he would have had teeth marks all over his leg like if a dog bit him. Mark C says Sonny got fired as a tooth fairy that night. It was a short-lived career. I finally got through with it. Okay, I finally pulled it off. Kind of. Yes, the money fell. I'm gonna blame that one on him. But yeah, your boy got story says, "Hey honey, I just slept little." I mean, I put you to bed, dude. I love. I'm gonna start saying it that way. I just slept him. Oh man, I I do like that. I do like saying. I would think that's the best way to say you put your kid to bed. Man, one time I went to an acting class, and okay, this was on. That was on. It was on me. Uh, was it? No, it was a comedy class. I went to a comedy class, and they were like, "Hey, Sonny, how's it going?" And I was like, I had to put my dog down, and they were like, I go, "Yeah." I go, "She wanted to come with me, but I was like, nah, you gotta go to sleep already." And I thought that was a joke. What I didn't realize is before I got there, they had been talking about someone else who had to put their dog to sleep, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I was joking about mine." And that's when I learned, hey, Sonny, don't make those jokes unless you know the conversation that went on before you got here. Mark G says, "Is that sweet tea?" If it's in a golden chick cup, it is always gonna be sweet tea, even though it says fizz right there. Shing, what? Shing? Oh, refreshing. Okay, refreshing fizz. That doesn't sound right at all. But yes, golden chick, my unofficial sponsor. And when I say unofficial sponsors, because they don't pay me money. They also probably would not want me pushing their product as we talk about prostate cancer and old people dying in senior care centers. But hey, we had to bring up some kind of topic since not everybody has seen Wakanda Forever. No, Mr. Jones is not organ dissolving AGB cola. I tried to stay away from that. The other night I was like, man, I'm gonna get one. I was like, nah, I gotta do a live stream. I can't risk my lower intestines being eaten from the inside out. So I did not do it. But yeah, nah, sweet tea all the time from Golden Chick. Love that stuff. Matt Logic, I don't know if he's still here. Matt Logic 44, I hope you had the sweet tea. I know you were in Texas just, what, last week? I hope you had some sweet tea while you were here. Let's see what we're at. So, mm, they're getting thing new. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, my video, the last video that I uploaded, did fairly decent. Not gonna lie, got more than 100 views, which I was hoping it would. 166 views. I'm gonna call that viral. Okay. Anytime I get over 50 views, I'm gonna be like, it went viral all the time. Also, speaking of viral, my TikTok has completely died. Like, I was getting like tens of thousands of views, and then they were like, we'll monetize you, and then it just crashed and burned. Facebook did the same thing. Facebook was like, hey, look at all these reels, the views that you're getting. Here's some money if you get a certain amount of views, and then they just tanked all my views. So I'm monetized and unable to collect, which is kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, it's alright. MadLodge44 says, yeah, just got back to Cali yesterday. Oh man, glad you got there safe. Oh, I had two comedy shows yesterday. Two, same day. It was pretty cool. Had an old lady tell me, she came up to me afterwards. She was like, are you an English major? And I'm like, lady, I can barely even speak English. What you talking about? And then she was all like, well, I didn't tell her that, but she did say, she goes, I'm an English professor, and the way you construct your jokes and the way you flip the words around, she was all like, it's just, I appreciate it. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. I don't know how that is a compliment, but okay. But that was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have an old lady tell me that. And when I say old, she was like 70, 75, I guess. Which 75 is the new 125. Doomba 9000 says, if I have to have someone change my underwear on a day to day, I've lived too long. I've seen it. It seems terrible. Dude, just don't wear underwear. Bam. Simple fix. That's what I do. You come to me with your potential future problems, I will solve them in the present. Oh, Matt Lodge 44 says, no tea for me, dog. Still mad there was Pepsi everywhere. Yeah, we got that Pepsi. What? Hey, I got stock in Pepsi too. I'll shoot for Pepsi all day, every day. Chowder says, haven't seen Black Panther 2, but did just finish Andor, which I really liked. I need to watch that still. Everybody tells me I should watch it. I need to watch it. I can see why a lot of people would find it boring, but I love the inspirational liberation of freedom message. Your boy got so it says, how to collect video do? I wanted to comment something funny, but I pushed out. I pushed out. It's just like the video. Hey, thanks for being pushed out because that's what I read, and YouTube won't be like, hey, don't say that. That one did the how to cook, but yeah, the Becoming a Toy Collector that was 167 views. So, people did like it. People commented, which is what I was trying to get. Just some comments on there. I think I'm just gonna keep doing stuff like that, random videos like that. For some reason, those get more views than my actual reviews. So, and plus, there was someone who's on my Facebook friends list, and they posted in a Facebook group that they invited me to. Sometimes I'm like, man, do people? Well, I guess Joey was one of them. Like, he was a friend of mine on Facebook, but had never watched my YouTube reviews. So I guess they do that. They're like, they'll friend me because of the Facebook group stuff, and not realize what I do on YouTube. Because they posted something that was like, they said, yo, the guys who used to sell bootleg DVDs and CDs in the parking lot are now YouTube reviewers, or in the parking lot of Walmart are now YouTube reviewers. And I was like, whoa, I sold bootlegs in school where it's much safer than a Walmart parking lot. So, not true, dude. Not true at all. But I was like, does he know? I guess he don't know. If he knew, he would have been like, oh, except Sonny. No, I'm just kidding. He probably would still said the same thing. Which actually, well, I think if he said they sell action figures, that would have made more sense. But uh, Mr. Jones says, do my 9000 exactly. I don't want to do that for anyone in my family, nor do I want to have to do that for me. Just end me at that point. Mr. Jones like, pull the plug. I'm done. Just don't wear underwear, Mr. Jones. It's easy, easy task right there. Then they'll be like, change my pants. Well, you're not wearing any underwear. Yeah. Would you rather just change my pants or change my underwear? What you want? What sounds more dignified? If you're like, yeah, I had to go to my Uncle Sonny's house and change his pants. People are going to assume I was wearing underwear. It's not so weird. It's weirder if you're like, I had to go to my Uncle Sonny's house and change his underwear. They'll be like, ugh, that's weird. Think about it. Change my pants or change my underwear. Either way. But if you don't wear underwear, they just got it. They can only say that they changed your pants. Nobody's gonna admit. They're not gonna be like, went to my Uncle Sonny's house, had to change his pants. By the way, he doesn't wear underwear. Nobody's gonna say that. They're just gonna be like, I had to change his pants. Like, oh, that's so sweet of you to do that. And they're like, I had to go change his pants and put Idiocracy back on DVD for him. And they'll be like, what's a DVD? Now, I might agree with you if they're like, oh, I had to go to my Uncle Sonny's house and change his Depends. That might be a little thing. Well, I guess at that point, if I'm dropping deuces in my Depends, I really don't care what people think at that point. It's a win-win situation for me. I don't have to get up from watching Idiocracy to go poop, and someone else cleans it up for me. What I'm saying is, I will finally reach celebrity status when that happens. You know what? Yeah, I'm assuming every celebrity does that, especially Mariah Carey. Also, Plastic Blurred, if y'all follow him on Instagram, he posted that there's a Funko Pop of Mariah Carey, and it's audio, so it plays audio. I'm assuming it's a bunch of fart noises. That's not been confirmed yet, though. So don't quote me on that. Or y'all can actually, it doesn't matter. There's only like two of y'all here, so it's all good. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying. What is going on here? Chandler says, anyone getting the Mafex Hush Harley Quinn? Got my Ami notice yesterday, but don't have the money for that right now. Dang, that sucks, dude. Um, I did not. I didn't get that one. I actually canceled some because I was like, I don't know that I need this. I canceled is it Steel? I think I can. Yeah, Steel. I was like, it doesn't look anything like Shaquille O'Neal. But yeah, no, I didn't. I don't even know what that one looks like. Let me see what suit that is. Mafex Harley Quinn. If it's one of the cool. Oh man, that's the one. Dang, this is wild. Is it this one, Chandler? Is that the one you're talking about? Because for 58.30 on Hobby Link Japan or 108 on Entertainment Earth, that's insane. I don't know if it's that one. I don't know which one. I honestly don't know which one was coming out. Oh no, that one says it's in stock. So I guess that's not the one. Mafex. Yeah, which one is it? I don't even know which one that was coming out. All I know is I got a SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn. And it's terrible. Oh, that's the one? Okay. That one looks cool. I like that one. But dang, the prices are, man, they fluctuate big time. Yeah, that's crazy. Mr. Jones says Mariah Carey. Nah, that's gonna be like cleaning a bunch of it's gonna be like cleaning a bunch of spilled picante sauce off the carpet. No thanks. Doomba 9000 says one time I went with my grandma to visit her brother in the center. Dude was laying in a hospital bed with no clothes, soaked in a diaper. Didn't even notice us there. No thanks. So he wasn't embarrassed, is what you're saying. Your boy got so it says Mariah Carey gets a funky pop, but Nick Cannon gets a Russian doll. Dude, Nick Cannon's what on 15? I think 15th 15th kid. Let me see my focus. If I come close, nope, still not focusing. All right, your eyes aren't messed up. My camera's not focusing on me. Mark Z says recap: everyone's health issues, getting old, Tooth Fairy, JDF, Tony Stark's hairstyles, and being racially ambiguous. Hey, we also talked about um. Oh yeah, it was Tony Stark's hairstyles. Also, we talked about action figures. All right, let's see. Because now the blurriness is annoying me. There we go. Your boy got so it says, Shallow, I chose the $7 shipping with Ami. Why did I say it like that? Ami. I went a little Mexican on that one. So I'm not getting into like 2023. Mark Z says, order on BBTS, no updates, no shipping yet. Just a classic Harley look. Yeah, that is. That's why I like that. That one looks cool. I didn't know that that was the one that was coming out. Big Bad Toy Store has it for $100. Slated for this year, for November. It says. It's ridiculous, like how much. Well, I guess not ridiculous. That's they need to make profit too for the other stores. Marcus, we talked about action figures. Chalo says, I chose the EMS shipping by accident over DHL one time. I had 3 birthdays until it arrived to save my money. Dude, I tried to get something, man. I don't. the shipping things always confuse me on those foreign sites. Foreign. I don't want anybody to think I said porn. Foreign sites. Uh, I still don't know what octopus means. But Mr. Jones said it's. I think Mr. Jones said it's an actual carrier. But yeah, that let's see. Oh, that's weird. Never do EMS, says Mr. Jones. What's EMS mean? That like slow shipping? Did he just say corn? Yes, all those corn sites. Uh, Do my 9000 says, I didn't know that Harley was shipping. Gonna have to get one. It says it's in stock at Hobby Link Japan. Octopus is like a credit card thing over there. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I still think it's tripped out like that they do that. Customs by Machu is going live now with Moose Milk Media. That's what Instagram just told me. I should live stream his live stuff instead. Then I'll be like, hey, y'all say something interesting, so I get hours. I think I could do that. I don't think that's copyright infringement. Your boy got story says DHL flies over the ocean in a plane and they're gonna put mine in a bottle of the cork and just toss it in the water. Hey, DHL is fast. I won a Mythic Legions from Germany and it got here faster than something I ordered from Mercari that was in like Louisiana. So I was like, God dang, yeah, that was fast. Miss Jones says EMS means they just toss it on whatever crate is going out and could be anywhere buried under who knows what and will arrive whenever. Dang it. So it sounds like FedEx. FedEx sucks. I'm going to go on record and say that. I don't like FedEx. If FedEx was all like, hey, Sonny, we want you to be our spokesperson and we'll pay you money to push FedEx, I would be like, you know what? FedEx is awesome. I love using their service. Nothing ever goes wrong. Because that's how sellouts work. No, but yeah. You know what's crazy too? Um, Mezco actually put for this Hawk P40 hit. I had to sign for it. I never had to sign anything from FedEx except for this head right here. But I hope that Mezco hit them for all their insurance purposes for them losing the head in the first place. I hope Mezco was like, yeah, that figure is worth $583. And I hope FedEx had to pay them for that. You suck, FedEx. I'm saying it right now. If you work for FedEx, welcome to the Sonny channel. Um, I hope you do a good job. If you don't work for FedEx, FedEx sucks. I don't like them. But yeah, no, I finally got the head, so I should probably put it on the body so I can see what it looks like because I've never actually seen what it looked like on the body since it arrived broken. Somewhere around here. I'll find it later. Mark C says FedEx shipped my HLJ order from Japan and it came in 2 days, while BBTS with DHL and took 2 weeks. They have turns have tabled they have. Man, BBTS uses FedEx with me. I don't like it. That's how Galactus came too through FedEx. I was so scared. Every time something ships from FedEx, I get terrified. I go to church that day and I'm like, "Hey, can we pray for my package to get here safely?" And they're like, That's not really what this is for." I'm like, "Oh." Then I'm like, I turn to Scientology. No, I'm just kidding. I turn to Scientology. Sometimes BBTS is slow. Hey, let's not talk about BBTS. I'm trying to get them to sponsor this show and this channel. So, whatever y'all say about BBTS, y'all are completely wrong. Now, they do sponsor me, so I was like, hey, I reached out. I was like, hey, look, I was in Idiocracy, sponsor me. and they were like, "It's Christmas time. We won't sponsor nobody around Christmas." And I was like, "Ooh, I didn't even think that would be a dope way to get presents for everyone. Be like, hey, I have this YouTube channel. Will you sponsor me?" And then they would just send me Christmas gifts for everyone. That's a really, really good idea. Let's see. BBTS uses FedEx. Yeah, they usually use FedEx for me as well, so it was weird when I saw they use DHL. Miss Jones says FedEx has lost my packages before, and I worry every time I order from them. I do too. They are scary to deal with. I hate that they always put business was closed. I don't. This ain't a business, man. It's my house. That's why I'm like tripping out. Olu says, Sonny, you collect dioramas? Not really. I have some diorama pieces um, that I won in a giveaway from that guy Customs. I have two diorama columns that he sent to me. I've had High School Creations sent me some things, but never no actual diorama. So I don't even know where I'd put them. I do have my own little brick walls that I made and I painted, put a lot of hard work into. Maybe 2 hours of my life dedicated to them, but that's about it. I would like to try to make some dioramas, but I'm lazy, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But there are a lot of cool dioramas out there. In fact, High School Creations posted one on Instagram. Was it on Instagram? Maybe it's Facebook. It's like almost a city block worth of diorama stuff. So dioramas are cool. I haven't got any. Just my little brick wall. That's it. Like I said, I got those two columns too, but I don't have anything to go on the background of them, so they don't make sense when I use them. They look really cool though. Let me see. I'll go grab them real quick because I see them right there. Come along with me on this journey. Well, don't come with me, but listen to the sultry sounds of my voice as I walk back. Yeah, so I won these. Technically, I didn't win. Technically, I got second place, third place. I got a different place, but the guy was like, send them to the next guy. I was like, all right, so I got them by default. But they look dope. But I don't have any background for them, so they're just there. Duma 9000 says, I believe USPS has lost the most packages for me. USPS has delayed the most packages for me. They're like, oh yeah, we'll get that to you today, and then they don't, and then it says delivered, and then like 4 days later I'll get it. That's really annoying. Rick Jones says, let's make dioramas. We should. One day I'll do that. I'll post a separate camera, and we'll make a diorama together. Your boy got so it says Prime to the first does good stuff. He does do good stuff. X-Man did some good DTOF dials, and I got one from a commission. They pump displays up. So Prime to the first does good dioramas. High School Creations does some good dioramas. Vasco Toys does some good dioramas. Um, is it Grime City? I think he's up in Canada. He does good stuff too. Um, there was another guy that does some good stuff. He said some things that in a live stream that a lot of people found questionable. So I don't really want to give him that the credit, but he does good work. He does good work, but he did a live stream with a fellow collector and it just got off the rails very fast. Olu says HasLab diorama 550. Woo. Man, if HasLab does a diorama for 550, it's gonna get way more negative feedback than the Engine of Vengeance did. Because you're gonna have all these diorama makers come out and be like 550 for that? No way. Like it's not gonna fly. Mark C says a Sonny makes diorama series could be cool. Like you could make dials of places you like Golden Corral, Golden Chick, uh, Church's Chicken with the bullet holes, and HEB. Rick Jones says I'm sculpting the Plunderling's custom hatchling for the fawn heads right now. That's dope, man. I've seen some people the stuff that they post on there, they're pretty cool. The custom heads and stuff. I know there's some people that are like 3D printing like an otter head, I think a beaver, and something else like a frog. They look pretty cool. Let's see. USPS. Well, wait, who did? I zoned out. All right, I'm about to get slept. Always a pleasure, Sonny. Hey, appreciate you tuning in, man. Yeah, I got about 20 more minutes in 'cause I gotta get up early in the morning. Ola says I bought some Grime City props. They're tight. Yeah. Did you see the new video he posted where he was tagging on those doors? I was like, man, this dude's dope. Yeah, he does good work. He's in Canada, so that shipping is ridiculous. Mr. Jones says USPS will mark a package delivered and wait till the next day or day after to actually drop it off. Yeah, that's what mine do all the time. Dumont 9000 says I like Prime's arcades. Had to give me a Marvel versus Capcom cabinet. Oh, Madlogic 44 says Oilers. Yes, Oilers Workshop. That food does amazing work. I got some of Prime stuff. Um, I got some of his arcade stuff. I know he has the cheaper ones too. I think they're like $99, $90 for the cheap displays. 796 Studio also does really good diorama pieces. Oh, there we go, Mr. Jones. Marvel Legends, Eva Mendes, please. Yes. Call it from the Ghost Rider movie. That'll work. Um, hope she comes clean because she's kind of hoary, but I mean, promiscuous. She's kind of promiscuous. YouTube monetization synonyms here. She's a very promiscuous woman. Uh, but yeah, no. Prompt to the first, he does some dope cabinets. I also have a vending machine and a Coke machine from him. And yeah, they're good quality. And actually, I got some from Jay Hernandez. I think two were Prime to the first, and one was a different guy. And the other guys, it kind of fell apart. So I can attest to the quality for Prime to the first. They do hold a lot better. Yeah, he does cool work. And he even does those he did the Area 51 or not the Area, was it Area 51 or Time Crisis? But with the light guns, oh those look dope. Let's see here. Sorry. Trying to figure what's going on. Oh, let's see. But yeah, no, Oilers Workshop. I didn't get to see him. He was on Toying Around this past Thursday, but I didn't get to check it out. But yeah, he does really good work too. His stuff, like, if you shoot it up close, you can't tell it's a dial. His stuff is ridiculous. Him, Vasco Toys, and High School Creations. If y'all not following them on YouTube, they post a lot of stuff on how to do your own dials and stuff. So maybe I one time told, I think was it Vasco Toys or High School Creations? I think I told one of them that I wanted to do a video of me following along to their video to see how easy it actually is. That way I could either see, like, if I make something out of what they did, I can be like, oh, look at me, I'm dope. I'm a diorama maker. And if whatever I made didn't turn out the right way, I can be like, oh man, y'all suck as teachers and mentors. Y'all should not do that anymore. Because of course I'm not gonna blame myself for making a bad diorama. I'm gonna blame whoever taught me. That's the way the world works. We're in America. That's what we do. Um, but yeah, no, I should do that. Maybe I'll do that one day. Get my setup. I'm in the process of rearranging everything so more accessible and cleaner. So maybe I'll do that one day. Have a second camera and just go ahead and sorry, I'm more like, what is that figure? No. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Try to do some diorama stuff. And it can be interactive. And be like, hey, y'all join me. Show me what y'all making. And we'll all make something. But yeah, no, that would be cool. I think that would be a dope idea. Oops, I don't know what's going on there. Oh man, yeah. All right, so that's what we're gonna do one of these days. I'll figure it out. We'll call it the Sundays with the Sonny channel builds diorama. Sonny makes diorama series. I'm just gonna steal Marcus G's idea. It sounds better than what I was thinking of. Sonny makes. Sonny procreates. Because I'm a professional and I'm creating things. It's not what y'all are thinking. I'm gonna make a diorama for Galactus. Be like, I'm gonna go to Home Depot. Let me get that 4 foot by 8 foot foam, please. Let me get 12 of them. I'm making a Galactus diorama. Marcy says, Steve, hey, if it's in my chat, it's my intellectual property. Have you ever worked at a company like that? They're like, oh yeah, if you think of an idea, it's ours. I'm like, God dang. Like, I'm not doing any thinking while I'm on the clock over here. Keeping all these ideas to myself. They're like, how you gonna get those ideas off the ground? You don't have the money. I'm like, that's true. Guess they're just gonna die with me. Then I had like terrible ideas anyway, so it didn't really matter. Actually, I used to work for a company called National Instruments, and they used to make stuff for scientists. It was kind of cool. One time NASA called and they're like, "Yeah, we're trying to send a rover to Mars," and I was like, "Oh, that's dope. Hope it works out for you." And then they did, and I was like, "Oh, cool." I'm guessing the parts they ordered from me got there. So Galactorama, there we go. Mark Z says, "Yo, my name is Sonny. You can tell from the shine of my dome, and I'm here to show you how to procreate this diorama of Golden Corral masquerading as a golden chick." Man, I wish Golden Chick was all you can eat buffet. That'd be dope. I'd be like, let me get the all you can eat chicken. They'd be like, all right, but you only get one roll. Dang it. It's not all you can eat then. Uh, Boston Market needs to just get into the all you can eat game. Speaking of Boston Market earlier, loop that back around. Put that in the recap. Boston Market also in the recap. No, Boston Market needs to get in the buffet game. Like, I think that's what needs to happen because when you order turkey, they give you like 4 slices. I'm like, I don't know if you looked at me. I'm 5'10", 180 pounds. I'm gonna eat more than 4 slices of turkey, man. And they'd be like, sir, you ordered the small. Like, okay, what's the medium? 5 pieces. Dang it. That's true. Went from all you can eat to all you will eat. And I'll be like, some people sneak the food back in like purses and stuff. Like if when I go to an all you can eat buffet, I'm rocking a fanny pack. And I just shove food in there. Because why not, right? I paid for it. What? The Boston market I had today wasn't good. It was from a different town in Massachusetts. Was I don't have a clue what other cities are in Massachusetts. Foxborough, was it Foxborough Market? Yes, nailed that one. Nailed that Massachusetts centric joke. Boston Market, more like Foxborough Market, and then throw the food on the counter and walk out. and then walk back and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take this. Can I get a refund?" Anybody ever got a refund on fast food? I don't think I ever. Oh well, you know what? I did one time. They messed up my order twice, and I was like, "Just refund me my money." And they were like, "We can't do that." And I was like, "Well, now I'll just start stealing stuff." And then they really can refund your money. Oh, study. Oh no. Props to Golden Chick. I wasn't forced to take the. They let you sub an extra side. Gonna miss that speckled bird. Yeah, speckled bird. What other chicken has bad eyesight? I don't get why they gave him glasses. It's kind of weird. Um, but you should always have Pepsi. No, I'm just kidding. I got a refund from Sonic because they messed up and had me waiting for an hour for my food. That's where I that's where I got my refund. It was at Sonic. They tried to tell me they couldn't do it, and I was like, I just started stealing stuff, and I was unbuckling my seatbelt. And they're like, oh man. Olu says my first job was at Wendy's. It was great. I have issues with Wendy's all the time. Like one time I went there, I think I mentioned it. I got a large sweet tea, easy ice, and it was cold outside, and they gave me it in a cup this big, the plastic cup this big, and it was a dark drink, and I was like, let me just walk to work and go enjoy my lunch at work. I walk all the way to work. I stab my straw in. I take a big swig, and it's coffee, like black coffee. I don't drink coffee, so it was disgusting. I had to go back to Wendy's and be like, "Hey, y'all give me a cup full of coffee," and they were like, "Oh, what did you order?" And I was like, "Sweet tea," and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You can go ahead and keep that coffee though." And I was like, "I didn't want coffee to begin with, and why would you put hot coffee in a plastic cup? That don't make no sense." And then I one time went to Wendy's and I ordered my food and I was standing there waiting for it. And it was taking a long time, so I went back and said, "Hey, y'all never called my order." And they were like, "Oh, I think I gave it to a homeless man." What? I'm like, I didn't say give it to a homeless man. Like, I don't even look homeless. Like, I don't understand how you got us confused. Shallow says, I get refunds on fast foods all the time. Either that or replacements. As I've been told by everyone, I have literally the worst luck with places getting my food right. Oh, there you go. Matt Logic 44 says, the glasses make me feel smart about killing my heart with that golden goodness. Hey, that's a good point. Chandler says, I'll even call for people in other states and pretend to be them because people are too afraid of confrontation, but they should get what they paid for. That's true. Olu says, this was Wendy's 20 years ago. It was different under Dave Thomas. Dave Thomas ran things the way they should be. Actually, yeah, Dave Thomas did run Wendy's pretty good. Marcus says, my Wendy's was secretly ran by the Streamlabs duck. Oh, Do My 9000 says, how does that even make sense? How does it even sense? Um, yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Wendy's. One time I said, can I get the homestyle chicken sandwich and add bacon? They come back and say, sir, adding bacon is extra. And I said, correct. That's why I said add bacon. I didn't say put the bacon in. I said add bacon. And they were like, okay, just so you're aware, it is an additional charge. I'm like, I'm gonna start saying every time Whitney screws up, I'm gonna start like saying under my breath, oh, this would have never happened if Dave Thomas was still in charge. And they'll probably be like, sir, I'm only 20 years old. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, dang it. Chandler says, I only go to Wendy's when they got the pretzel bacon pub burger. Oh, yeah, the pretzel bread is pretty good there. Used to be my go to, but they screw up 100% of the time. Chick fil A and Zaxby's are the best with service. I've never been to Zaxby's. Everybody here in Austin says it's not worth it, so I don't go. Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. You know what? I don't even mind when Chick-fil-A gets my order wrong, cause Chick-fil-A get my order wrong, and they're all like, "Oh, we're so sorry about that, sir. Um, give us one moment. Will you pull up right there, and we'll get that corrected for you right away." And I go pull up, and they're like, "Here's your food. Oh, and here's 18 coupons for free meals." And I'm like, "Oh, Chick-fil-A, you didn't have to, but I still take them because that's free food right there." So yeah, I like when Chick-fil-A screws up my food. They know how to make up for it. But yeah, Wendy's, no, they screw up a lot. Oh, McDonald's even screws up. I get the 6-piece nugget meal for my kid for the Happy Meals. I don't know how many times I've had to open the box and count the nuggets. And I'm like, hey, there's 5 nuggets in here. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I can count. And they're like, because I'm like, yeah, you were thinking. You're about to be like, we can count too, sir. I'm like, no, you can't because there's 5 when I ordered 6. And then they have to like, it's always hilarious because of the coronavirus and stuff. They're like, okay, well, hang on to that. And then they give me one nugget in a box inside its own bag with 2 napkins in it still. They're like, here you go, sir. Here's your one nugget that we forgot to put in there. But I'm like, man, some sort of McDonald's scheme going on. Like man, if they order 6-piece nuggets, only put 5. Hopefully they won't notice. Save on profit. But at Chick-fil-A, I get a 30 count meal, like with 30 nuggets in there. I mean, my kids split it, and they count them nuggets. Like you never get 31 nuggets, you never get 32 nuggets. You don't even get 30 nuggets and one of them little stubby nuggets. You get 30 nuggets and that's it. I'm like, dang, this food's good. They count every time. Yes, I know because I count them every time. Because I'm like, man, I don't see the one day that they give me an extra nugget. Like I went to Pluckers one time. I was like, let me get a 15 piece. 18 wings were on my plate. I was like, oh. I was like, bro, I'm married. I'm sorry. I know you gave me 3 extra wings, but I'm married, man. And he's like, oh, okay. Nah, you can keep them anyway. I'm like, okay, good, cool. Doing by now, I said, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A was closed today. Yeah. Charles says, hey, Sonny, you pimping out your Galactus with those canna beam effects. The Kirby crackle for the eyes and chest. Those do look dope. I saw that when he posted them. Those look cool. But nah, I think I need a gold chain for Galactus. Maybe I have to do like, I almost bought him a hat, but I was like, oh, I can't take his ear things off. His blades, the head blades. I don't know what those are called. But for some reason his face won't stay in. See, his face won't stay in. Like I don't want to put blue sticky tack in there, but I think I might have to. Look, he looks like one of those old people that lost their teeth. Uh, see, I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't stay in, but it won't stay in. Does anybody else have that trouble, or is it just me? I guess there it goes. All right, that should stay a little bit better. There we go. All right, maybe I was just doing it wrong the whole time. Where that came from? Malodge 44 says that was my breakdance battle crew name, Stubby Nuggets. That's a dope name. Chandler says my mom always goes to Chick-fil-A for my daughter and tries to get her like a 4 or 5 piece kids nuggets. I tell her nah, she's 7, not one. She's a 12 piece. My parents eat like rabbits. Galactus needs a clock like Flavor. Oh, that would. You know what? His chest piece already looks like a clock. That might be what he gets. He might get a. You get a little Apple Watch right there on him on his chest. That's a good idea though, Savage Saint. Yeah, man. Oh, it's 12:30. I gotta head to bed. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Let's do the recap from Marcus G. We talked about prostate cancer. We talked about health issues. We talked about um, Wendy's. Talked about Dave Thomas, R.I.P. Oh, we talked about Jason David Frank, R.I.P. We talked about I know there's something else that we should not talk about. We talked about still. Oh, bleeding teeth. We talked about bleeding teeth. We talked about tooth fairy, tooth fairy mishaps. Talked about toys. We brought up toys. Finally, for once, we brought up toys. What else did we talk about? I think that's about it. Oh, Harley Quinn. Talked about Harley Quinn. Talked about Golden Chick, the nearsighted chicken restaurant. Uh, Mark Z says this was a wild live stream. It sure was. And sometimes people at work they're like, "What do you talk about in your live streams?" I'm like, "Prostate exams." Yes, go see a doctor. If y'all have issues, please go see a doctor. Stick around for as long as you can. You got friends and family who deeply care about you and want you around as long as possible. So yes, go see a doctor if you have any issues, and that way you can get healthy again. Dumont 9000 says, Dumont 9000 says, fun stuff, Sonny. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Dumont 9000, Mad Logic 44, Savage Saint, Mark C, Mr. Jones, Olu. Let's see who else was here. Chalor. Uh, Other people. Your boys got toys was here. But yeah, appreciate everybody for tuning in. As always. So thank y'all very much, and hopefully I will get some more videos out. I got another video brewing in my head. I'm gonna have a few days off because of Thanksgiving, so hopefully I'll be able to get to push that out for y'all. And yeah, there we go. See, I can see the little hood lactus image here. I can't see it on StreamYard, so we're sticking with this one right here. Unless of course I have a guest, then we're gonna go back to StreamYard. But other than that, I love it. Love to see the little hood lactus figure there. Yeah, so until then, I'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a great night. And happy Thanksgiving in case I don't go live stream before then or on that day. Ooh, who knows? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, enjoy the holiday. Enjoy your time with friends and family. Be thankful for what y'all got. And we'll see y'all next time.